Hey guys, I'm Cameron, and I've written more than 200 reviews for electric bikes and electric scooters. But today, I'm jumping in for a review. If you've been keeping an eye out for budget-friendly e-bikes, then you've probably heard the name GoTrax. They're one of the few legit online e-bike brands that are available at big box stores like Best Buy. Their focus is on more than just affordability. They care the most about quality and reliability. To prove it, GoTrax provides a 2-year warranty, while most e-bike companies provide 1. Today, we've got their latest release, the GoTrax Z4 Lite. We're gonna be doing a full range of real-world tests today. Top speed, acceleration, braking, hill climb, and of course, range testing. Despite the rain, I'm actually in Austin, and there are a lot of really cool trails and bike paths I've been wanting to try, so let's get into it.
But before we test it, we gotta unbox it. As always, GoTrax provides a sturdy and safe shipping box for their bike, and I found no broken pieces. In addition, the bike comes with all the tools I needed to put it together, as well as detailed instructions on how to do it. Really quick, I'm not gonna read out all the specs, but feel free to pause right here if you want.
On paper, the GoTrax Z4 Lite isn't meant to be a powerhouse. It's a lightweight commuter e-bike. So what really matters is how quickly it gets you up to cruising speed in the city.
For acceleration runs, I used a GPS-based performance tracker called the Draggy to log speed over time. Each run was done on flat pavement with the bike fully charged and in pedal assist 5. In my testing, I got 0 to 10 in 4.9, 0 to 15 in 6.7, and 0 to 20 in 9.3 seconds. For a 350 watt budget folding bike, those numbers are really solid. It feels quick off the line and will definitely get you up to city speeds without making you wait.
GoTrax claims a top speed of 20 miles per hour, but as usual, we'll measure it with the Draggy to see what it really does. We'll test it at full battery, and by popular demand, also at low battery, since many budget e-bikes drop speed significantly on lower battery.
To measure top speed, I rode on level ground in pedal assist 5 and kept pedaling consistently until the bike topped out. I also repeated the test at about 10% battery to check for power drop-off. Budget-friendly e-bikes are restrained at 20 miles per hour, so I wasn't surprised it was able to hit 20. What surprised me was that even at 10% battery, the bike still held 20 miles per hour. That's rare for budget e-bikes. Most of them start to slow down at low battery.
GoTrax says the Z4 Lite can go 25 miles per hour on a single charge, but as you know, we don't do flatbed eco-mode riding. We test in real-world urban conditions with stop-and-go traffic, light hills, and a 180-pound rider.
For range, I rode a loop with some hills, stops, and I made sure not to pedal. I rode until the battery completely cut off, then I used the data to estimate performance if you were to pedal. In my real-world pedal assist 5 test, even with hills and stop and go, I managed 20.1 miles before the battery called it quits. That's a little under the claim, however, if you were to use pedal assist 1 and kept pedaling, based off of the Draggy data, I estimate that you could stretch that out to about 38 miles, which is more than enough for the average commute.
Budget e-bikes struggle to climb hills. That's just the reality. But we'll time how long it takes the Z4 Lite to climb our standard test hill.
To test climbing, I used a consistent 6% grade hill and timed the bike's performance from bottom to top, holding full throttle and no pedaling. On our standard test hill, it made the climb in 34.2 seconds, holding a steady speed of about 12 miles per hour. So basically, as long as you're not riding San Francisco's steepest streets, it'll get you up urban hills.
The Z4 Lite comes with mechanical 6.5-inch dual disc brakes. Stopping distance is crucial for safety, especially since budget bikes often cut corners here.
For braking, I did multiple emergency stops from 20 miles per hour on flat pavement, measuring the stopping data with GPS data and averaging the results. At 20 miles per hour, my average stopping distance was 19.6 feet. That's very solid, especially for mechanical brakes. The levers feel responsive, and with the wide 20-inch tires gripping the pavement, the overall braking experience is stable and controlled.
For ride quality, I have one big question. Will the Duro, knobby, 20-inch wide tires make up for the lack of suspension?
To evaluate comfort, I did a continuous 2-hour ride, mixing in smooth roads, bike lanes, and some uneven pavement. After riding this thing for about 2 hours, I didn't experience any discomfort. There were only 1 or 2 times where I made sure to stand up to absorb a bump or two. Alright, let's talk pros and cons. Starting with the pros. First off, you really can't beat that price point. For what you're getting here, it's honestly impressive. The wide 20-inch tires are a big win too. They add a ton of comfort and give the extra stability so that you don't feel like you're wobbling around. I also love that it comes with dual disc brakes. That means when you need to stop, you can actually rely on it, which isn't always the case with bikes in this price range. On top of that, it's lightweight and foldable, which makes it super easy to carry, store, or just throw in the trunk of your car. And as a little cherry on top, you get a 2-year warranty, which is always nice for peace of mind. Now let's talk about the cons. there's no suspension here. That might sound like a deal breaker, but the truth is those wide tires do a pretty good job of absorbing bumps, so it's not as bad as it sounds. The bigger limitation is hills. You're not going to be climbing steep inclines with this thing, but as long as you're doing casual riding, it'll be alright. So overall, yeah, there's a couple of trade-offs, but honestly, for the price, it's kind of hard to complain. You're getting solid performance, comfort, and convenience all wrapped into something that won't break the bank.
So, is the GoTrax Z4 Lite worth it? If you're looking for affordability, portability, and reliability, then yeah. Entry-level e-bikes under $800 in 2025 have become a faster, cheaper way to commute, and the Z4 Lite is a new prime option on that list. But if you're looking for higher performance without breaking the bank, I recommend checking out the GoTrax F3 2.0, or stay tuned for the GoTrax Z4 Pro later this week. If you want to save money, be sure to use our coupon codes. We make sure we have coupons for most electric bikes and scooters. So if you're looking to purchase, check out the coupon code link down below. Also, please like, subscribe, comment, and if you really want to go the extra mile, share this video. That's it for this one. Ride safe, and I'll catch you in the next review.